Welcome back to our Demon Slayers. Alright, so for this video, we're just doing a general reading. This may be specific, this may apply to a group, but we're looking for something specific, right? Who out there needs to hear a message, and what message will that be? Right. Just about get everything shuffled. All right. What story do you have for us, universe? What story do you have for us that we could possibly learn from? Give us a story. All right. What is going on in the universe? So we have hybrid consciousness in the upright. Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on my cat, make sure he's not accidentally clawing, tearing up the curtains. All right, so we have balanced overindulgence in the reverse. What you doing, little man? You want to sit in there? There you go. Give us a story, universe. Let us know what's going on. What are we experiencing out here in these streets? What can we learn from it? What demon are we looking at today or in this reading? What demon or demons are we facing? Peace treaty in the reverse. Speak to us. Come on, come on, come on. Something wants to come out. Let's get something. Let's get something. Let's get something. Tell us a story. Give us a demon. Tell us how to slay it. Bro, I really don't like picking from the top. All right. Violence in the reverse. Then we have prerogative. in the reverse. And unity in the reverse. All right, Five of Cups, Five of Cups. I don't know why I'm just dying to read other parts of these cards sometimes. Endings in the reverse. One more for this round. Ten of Pentacles. In the upright. Last round. Finish this tale for us, please. Give us something good. Give us something juicy. Let's figure this out. I hear you. All right, shooting the messenger in the upright. Two more. Come on. Two more. The suspense is killing us. All right, jumping timelines in the reverse. Procrastinating priorities. Regeneration in the upright. What else you got for us? We need two more cards from this deck, please. Thank you. Remember, we're just picking up energies and stories so that we can learn from them. If you feel like this story applies to you, then just pay attention to the messages that are coming through and advice for you in your situation. Don't get carried away in these stories. If you do feel stuck, make sure you start praying at night. I'll be praying for you, okay? All right, so we have information in the upright. we have ignorance in the upright. We have 2 of Swords in the upright. Okay. King of Cups in the upright. Knight of Wands in the upright. All right, guys, just give me a moment. I'm also gonna read energetically what we've got here. All right, so just remember when I refer to feminine, masculine energies, that can apply to male or female. All right, but right here, right now, I'm picking up again on another masculine. This divine masculine is something extraordinary. Like, let me be more specific. Give me a specific. What is so special about this divine masculine that you're trying to point out here? Something to do with his mind, right? Okay, so this is a fellow energy reader who can communicate telepathically as well. All right, and it. Ooh, yeah, he's taking some shots right now. He is taking some shots right now. He's trying to be the messenger that he's being led to be, but people are shooting him down left and right. But it looks like the people who are after him and trying to stop him, they're not going to be able to catch up. They're not going to be able to stay. Whoever, the divine masculine that I'm talking to, they cannot keep up. They cannot keep up because you have the ability to jump timelines. So I can see that you can't always dodge the hits, but you can recover, and it's usually through jumping timelines. You okay? Come here. You don't have to play tough. Come here. Wanna come see? Yeah. He's like, nah, I'm good. Just wanted to see if you needed something. Sorry about that. All right. Anyway, so you do have the ability to jump timelines. Uh, looks like whoever you are not willing to, you're receiving a lot of offers and negotiations, not just from good things, but it looks like from misleading things that are trying to get you tied up again. So you're not giving them that yeah, you're not giving that to them. You're not going to be a part of them and contribute to them in any way. Uh, okay, so this gentleman, divine masculine, looks like you are procrastinating on some priorities in your life right now. And I feel like it's because jumping timelines is like a huge energy shift. And that takes a toll on the 3D body. It really, really does. So while I see that you are procrastinating and you are like, you're getting hits, you're having to take hits because there's so much going on. And anytime you sleep, it's relentless. You can't sleep. But it looks like you're finding sleep, but regardless of all the offers and opportunities, the good ones, you might be sleeping on them or putting them off or something. That's totally fine. You can afford it. You can afford it because you've built up so much stamina in this spiritual warfare, you know? But you've got your 10 of Pentacles. Like, you know that. You know that you're supported by your spiritual leaders, etc., etc. Because I also see that this has caused you to move around a lot, like physically, location-wise, go into hiding sometimes. Like, whoa, Z's. And it looks like it's because whatever it is that you do, whatever you specialize in, whatever your craft is, your gift, I'm hearing, your gift, people know it's legit. People know it's legit. That's why they're after your ass, but you know that. You know that. You are definitely avoiding violence. Like, you're definitely not the type of person to, like, fight anyway. Like, you see it as a waste of time. And it looks like you've built up so much good karma that if you were to violently act in reaction or defense for something, like, it wouldn't even affect your abundance. Not to say you should, like, I definitely agree with the path that you've chosen, right? Like, that's smart. Yeah. You haven't linked up with anybody for partnerships or anything like that. But whoever the hell you are, you about to be famous, my guy. Once you get through this, somebody's going to pick up on, why are all these people fucking with this man? I don't understand. So he can do a little telepathy. What the hell? Like, this is, yeah. People are noticing. People are noticing. Yeah, and you're definitely in regeneration mode. So like right now, you must have just jumped timelines. So you're feeling very sleepy, like very exhausted. But it's getting better. Like you regenerate really quickly. Like you've had to jump so many times that this is nothing for you. This is nothing for you. Because of your commitment. I just want to say that much because it is out here. You regenerate because of the commitment to avoiding these karmics in order to become the messenger that you're supposed to be for humanity. It's definitely information coming. Okay, so we have information here. We have ignorance both in the upright, and then we have the Knight of Wands. You're it looks like even if you wanted to, you couldn't be an ignorant person. And whatever you are ignorant about, as soon as you become aware of it, you study it, you learn it, you become proficient in that field of study in terms of how it applies to you in your life and etc. All right, so I'm going to tell you right now, you are procrastinating on those priorities and you're getting away with it. But it's almost time to hop back up on your feet. I'm not getting that you're going to automatically go back into jumping another timeline. But something serious is going to require your attention here soon. It is going to require action. You're going to have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. Right? You know how this is draining on your body. And yes, you're great at regenerating, but there are limits to everything, especially the human physical body. All right, so your warning right now, and this goes for anybody who is interested or currently already jumping timelines. If you're the type of person that likes to, not likes, okay, maybe have to, want to, whatever. The more you jump, the more exhausted and the more, like, we can only handle so much. At some point, we've got to stop and address issues with the timeline we've jumped onto, right? I feel like that's what this dude is doing. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, I did something similar. All right, so we already know like the theory that there are multiple universes, right? We have multiple selves. We have multiple timelines where we're just like different people, different attitudes, doing different things, but it's the same person, same energy, right? All right. I don't suggest jumping timelines unless you're doing this, unless you're, you're just in immediate danger. Okay, which, sorry, our little one's playing with a little paper bag we gave him. Okay, but the best use you can make out of jumping timelines is to make it to a timeline that has some of the lowest energy. So, like, we refer to our higher self a lot, right? Our higher consciousness. That's because on some timeline, we're already, like, living the best life or whatnot. So, let's say currently I'm on the timeline somewhere in between my higher self and my lower self, like what's below me. What has to happen is you can't just travel to the higher self, because what is going to happen? You didn't build yourself up. You didn't prepare, you don't have the armor to take on what the higher self needs to take on. You're not prepared. All right, so what happens is you need to move down into that lower timeline where you're not doing so well and things are not going well. You have to go in there and excuse my language, you have to fight. You have to fight. All right? You have to find yourself in that timeline and be like, how did I get here? And then you have to go through your life. You have to face all your traumas. You have to do all this dark night of the soul stuff, you know, until you start graduating into those levels. Eventually you make it back to where you were. And then the goal is to keep going all the way up to your highest timeline, right? Each level has something to learn. You have to learn it. That's assuming you want to do this all in one lifetime. Like, some people don't, some people can't, whatever. All right. But each level has something that you have to bring to your highest level. From the very bottom to the second and you know what I'm saying. From the very bottom to the very top. You have to have learned all of those things. And you have to take them with you. Sometimes you can get knocked back if you end up on a dangerous timeline, where maybe something happens and you forget something, or a memory is lost, or something like that. Sometimes you gotta backtrack. You gotta switch again and to retrieve all of that back. It's not a fun experience. It really is not. But you know what happens is, like, if you can accomplish that, you are just set for eternity. For eternity. At that point, when you're at your highest timeline, that is when heaven on earth becomes alchemized for you. All right? But yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great, Divine Masculine. Please watch out. There's something that needs your attention here in the next probably 2 to 3 days. All right? And I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted, and you feel like you're almost regenerated, but you're just not quite there. This is gonna hit you, okay? But don't take it as a sign to jump timelines, which you're probably gonna figure out anyway. You're legit here, but yeah, you're gonna have a huge decision to make. It's gonna be one of two things. One of two things. I'm hearing it is also a test, okay, for your final stage. And just because I say final stage, for those of you who don't know, there's never technically a final stage, right? But there is a final stage before you reach your highest timeline. All right, and that's what I'm referring to right here. So, yeah, that's exciting. It's really exciting. Gosh, you have been through a lot, and it looks like you don't even care. You don't even care. Like, you are a slayer out here. Like, I'm out here calling myself a slayer, but man, I am truly blown away. This is amazing. Like, I thought my life was a novel. Yours is definitely a novel, maybe a series. Actually, me too, probably. But anyway. Wow. Yeah, that's really exciting. Well, Divine Masculine, I am proud of you. Please keep going. As I like to ask of all of my divines. Yeah, but this guy definitely doesn't have to worry. Like, it's, even when you're psychic and telepathic, there are always going to be things that are hidden from you. Why? Because we have to learn and grow too, don't we? Right? We have to learn and grow too. We have to connect with different frequencies all the time. Excuse me. Yeah, this is looking good. This is a divine demon slayer. Oh, oh. I was going somewhere with that. So the decision that you're going to have to make, I know you're used to using your telepathy and everything to be able to make these choices. Um, but this choice that you're going to have to be making in the next couple days, few days, you're not going to know the answer to. The answer is hidden. The answer is hidden. And you're going to have to use probably more, I don't know. Let me ask, is this choice going to be more logical or intuitive? Okay, it looks like whatever this decision is, it's going to appear as if it were requiring your intuitive tools, but it's not. It's actually more logical. It looks like because you've been kind of in the clouds and in the spiritual realm so much and so often, that this is to help bring you back, to wake you up so that you can enter into the new timeline. So this is, whatever it is, it's going to be more logical based. And that's really just to get that side of the brain going and matching the energy of the other side. But that's really cool. All right. So what did we learn from this as a collective, right? That you can jump timelines, and that no matter what timeline we start on as we begin life, if you're looking to alchemize heaven on earth, you've got to go into the lower vibrational timelines and you've got to fix them. You have to help raise those vibrations. You have to bring something to the table so that life can be improved for humanity. All right, and those lower vibrational timelines, I mean, you don't have any help. Nothing. Nothing. You will lose everything you have. Everything, everyone will go away. They will all turn up as backstabbers. You know what I mean? And all of the governmental authorities are corrupt. Like, that's what to expect in your lowest vibrational timeline. All right? That doesn't mean that you are lower vibrational, because if you were, you would have started there to begin with in this lifetime, but you didn't. All right? So remember that. You were the one that's bringing the higher vibrations. And what that does is your higher vibrations, when you go to that lower level, is going to transmute those lower level energies. So as long as you're working on yourself, as long as you're praying, as long as you're staying true to your course, then around you, you will carve out something, and it's going to be transmuted for the betterment of humanity itself. So if you can prove yourself worthy, you learn what you need to learn, then you can take what you've experienced and move on to the next level. All right? Where it's a slightly more higher vibrational, but just know that the more higher vibrational you go, it doesn't mean it's easier. It means that it's harder. Okay? So the lower vibrations are very physical, 3D, in your face. All right? Like what I was just mentioning, the corrupt officials, your family and friends just saying F you and stabbing you in the back like you didn't care for them once, you know? Whereas in the higher vibrationals, you're going to have all that happening, but it's all going to be in the shadow. So it's forcing you to go into spirituality, into the spiritual realm, and to find answers. And you have to find, the only way you can find answers is by accepting and living in truth, and then learning how to balance your life, your emotions, etc. If that makes sense. All right, and then if you're able to do that and prove that to the universe, then the universe will be like, damn, this bitch is legit. Let's let her have this. She did this. She alchemized this. He did this. He did that. You know, let them have their moment in the sun. They deserve it. They deserve it. And so then by the time you're at your highest vibrational timeline, you've acquired gifts. your senses are heightened. You are very well acquainted with the spirit realm and shadows, not just your shadow, but other people's shadows. And of course, I mean, you definitely got the 3D down by that point. And so that is when and where heaven gets alchemized on earth, in earth, for our realities. And this applies for all of humanity. That's another reason why you see so many readers and energy workers like really, really pushing for people to really wake up. Because if they didn't, they realized that their work would not be taken for granted if they could see proof and evidence of, hey, if I watched this person go through all of this, and now they don't have to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean they won't face challenges or obstacles, because we have to always stay moving, right? We have to continue learning. But there is a level that you reach when heaven is on earth. That is the point where the universe is giving you the opportunity to live life free of serious worry, as long as you continue learning. Doesn't matter what you're learning. It doesn't matter. That's the beautiful thing. Sometimes God will put something in your face and be like, learn this. Like, you need to be well educated on this. And those are the moments where he's trying to get you prepared for something that's coming. All right, so you still have to stay connected and listen. Still have to be obedient to God. But as long as you're learning, you don't have those serious situations just clawing at your back. It's not going to be from the spiritual realm or 3D. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you know, God's not letting anything happen to you. You're too important. You have made yourself a valuable asset to both the 3D and the spiritual realm. You are valuable. You are valuable. So don't get carried away. Don't overindulge. Like, oh, I'm free. This is heaven on earth. So I can go do this. I can party. I can whatever. And I never have to worry about anything again. No. No. Life here on earth does not work that way. It does not. It doesn't mean you can't overindulge, but know your limits. Pick up your pieces and keep going. Like, use what you've learned so far and continue improving upon them and those methods. All right. And even then, like you like I said, you're still being directed by God. So you have to listen out for those messages that need to be shared, all the other good stuff. All right, you guys, I really enjoyed this read. I'm really glad that I'm not the only one out here going through all of this. I don't know how you guys are feeling. And if you have, like, let me know. Like, you know, it's just really great to know that we are not the only ones out here battling the demons that we're facing. You know, it makes me feel good. I don't know about y'all, but it makes me feel good. So let me know your story. If you've been through something, like, let me know. Like, are you feeling this right now? Are you, you know, tired and exhausted from all the jumping and stuff? Like, I want to hear. Let me know. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. I also appreciate any subscribers, any likes, any shares, any comments that you guys have. Please help yourself, all right? I'm trying to help myself by helping you guys so that you guys can help yourselves, so that then you can help other people. Yeah, you see how this goes. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being willing to stand up against these demons and slay them with me, you guys. Y'all are awesome. I look forward to the next read. Bye.